They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. On first down, Smith. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go, 15.
Back to throw, Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll hand it now to Geis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Smith. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Mike Daniels able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Smith. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Here's Smith. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hey, check 26. 319.
Rodgers now to throw. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go, come on. We got three, fellas. 18. Blue 58 and on it again.
Now Marshall. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Pernell McPhee in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
That's fine, yeah.
They'll run with Marshall. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep for the Redskins, Jamison Crowder. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They start on the ground with Geis. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Smith. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Smith finding Doxson that time for a Washington first.
Hey, back up.
On first down, this is Geis. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Smith now on second down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 50, it's Smith. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Only a yard on the third down throw, and that leads to a fourth down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And here's Marshall. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
From the 2 now, second and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Keith Marshall, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Crosby on now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. 12, 12, 12. Liz. 15.
On first down, it's Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Smith. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Smith now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Let's go. Let's go, 15. Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up. Slot.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Steps away to his left. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Smith on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up. Off of play action. Here's Smith. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
So difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little as a defender. And the offensive guys are really smart. Sometimes they jump back into you and create the contact.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Over here, 19! All right!
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers finding his tight end Graham. Packer first down. This is Marshall. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Over here. Hey, check 26. We are going. Hey, check 26.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Go, hey, let's go, come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
19. Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26. Got it. Zoom.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
That's fine. Yeah.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there. Smith to Dotson. 41 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Geis receives the pitch. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
15, yeah. Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Now Smith to throw on 2nd down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Flushed out right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now from Jacksonville. And the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Pernell McPhee in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing is Rodgers. And Graham's got it over the middle. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Lance Kendricks, there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Well, let's see. He was 8 of 13 prior to that pass. Now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game. Not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
On 3rd down, that's Marshall. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
319!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back.